Okay. So when you go out to the meal, what are the things you have to think about before leaving the house? Probably bringing your keys, your phone, your wallet, and sorting out what time you're going to get there, what time you're going to arrive at the restaurant, and probably what kind of food you're in the mood for. And when you get to the restaurant, do you mind if the kitchen doesn't play? Do you mind if it's a little bit crowded? Would you really be bothered if the restaurant didn't have some outdoor space, like a garden or a courtyard where you can take 5 minutes? I think for most people it's nice to just go out and socialise, and the ambient sort of vibe of a restaurant doesn't really come into play too much in most cases. For people who are neurodivergent and have hidden disabilities, the idea of casually going to a restaurant you've never been to before is a foreign concept. So neurodiversity is an umbrella term which is used to refer to certain conditions like autism, sensory processing disorder, and ADHD. And people with these conditions frequently have difficult experiences in public. They get overwhelmed by external stimuli. And often before going to a new place, they have to go through scenarios in their head of what the place is going to be like, so that when they arrive, they don't get too overwhelmed when they first walk in. So, my name is James, and I have 3 children that all have conditions that fall under the neurodiversity umbrella. We're going up to London for the weekend, and I want to take them out for a meal, but I'm going to be the only adult with them. So I need to make this as painless as possible and very comfortable for them too. All of my children struggle with strong smells. They find that quite overwhelming, and loud noises as well. It helps if staff are accommodating, but I need to find a restaurant where they're going to be comfortable. Luckily, I read about this website called Caesar, which apparently is designed for people who are neurodiverse. So I created an account with Caesar earlier today, and I made a booking. But when I first went on the website, I saw I could search for anything. As I scrolled down, I saw the values, removing social barriers, accessibility and inclusivity, having a good time, it's all really positive. I saw search for my favourite venue, apparently using accessibility filters, which looks interesting. And leave reviews and let the community know which venues are accessible. So I thought this looked great, but I wanted to know a little bit more about the filters that they use. So I went onto the filters page and I saw, okay, I can see what they're doing. At Caesar, they developed a series of filters which help identify restaurants and what makes them accessible. And they've got all these filters here which they apply to different venues, and they have different icons next to them which makes it a little bit easier to read, as well as a little bit of a description as well, just let me know what they mean. So, stable parking, stable access, that's great. Accommodating staff as well. Staff are trained to understand neurodivergent conditions. That all sounds awesome. So I decided to make a booking through the website. And we went to Fiona's earlier today. It was great. 12 o'clock, had a great time. Ate loads of food. The only problem was I was led to believe the staff were going to be accommodating. But when I got there, I felt like I was going to feel quite uncomfortable by the staff, and they didn't really understand my children's problems. So I need to let the community know my experience, and maybe that the staff weren't as accommodating as I thought they would be. So I'm going to go onto the page there, the restaurant page. I'm going to scroll down and say great food, great ambience, staff, not so accommodating. There we go. Overall, it was positive, maybe a bit generous. 4 out of 5, admit that. And yeah, my review should be there, hopefully. There we go. But we're going to go out tomorrow as well. It's, it's got paid, so we're going to go mad. We're going to go on to restaurants, and I need to find somewhere that's going to be quiet and no strong smells. So, no music, no strong smells. Okay, so we've got Chippy here, steakhouse, Middle Eastern. None of these are really doing it for me. I think I'm going to go for Chippy, the manufactured food. So this looks good, the food looks good. They also have interior shots of the restaurant, so I can show that to my kids and say, hey, this is what it's going to be like. So they can prepare mentally in their heads for what it's going to be like when they arrive, so they're not too overwhelmed. And this all looks good to me. It's kind of, I guess, around the corner from where we're going to be, which is great, awesome. And somebody said here, really enjoyed the food, very kid-friendly restaurant. That looks perfect. I'm going to book now. There's going to be 4 of us. I'm going to do it for 7. And yet I'm going to go for tomorrow. Confirmed, great. And there's my booking right there. If I need to cancel it, I can. If I need to change it, I can, hopefully. And if I need to look at it again, I can as well. Overall, this was really positive. I didn't have to bring up the venue in advance, so that not only saved me time, but also when you call up venues, they quite often, you know, if you ask what the ambience is like, they might lie or kind of tell something different just to get people through the door. I couldn't rely on word of mouth because I don't know anyone in London, so to have this guide was really handy. And yeah, I'll definitely be recommending Caesar to my friends and family in the future. Thanks very much.